You did everything the videos said. The vision board, the scripting, longhand, in the present tense. The gratitude journal, the affirmations in the mirror. Visualizing every night with real feeling, exactly as instructed. You were disciplined about it, more than most people are about anything. And the thing has not come. Worse, something else has come instead, a new kind of fear. You catch yourself having a doubt and panic, because doubt supposedly cancels the order. You police your own thoughts now. When something goes wrong, a small, cold voice says your vibration attracted it. So on top of the bad day, you get the blame for the bad day. The practice that promised you power has quietly made you afraid of your own mind. So here is what I want to do, and I am not here to mock any of it. What manifesting gets right, because it does get something right. And it borrowed it from somewhere much older. Then where it breaks, the exact inversion that produces the anxiety you are feeling. And then the original version, the one underneath, which asks less of the universe and works considerably better. Strip away the packaging, and the practice contains 3 real mechanisms. The tradition knew all 3, thousands of years before anyone filmed a morning routine. First, attention shapes what you find. Set a clear intention, and you start noticing doors you would have walked straight past. The opening, the contact, the idea. Nothing was summoned, your seeing changed, and the world got legible in a new way. Second, belief shapes what you attempt. The Gita says it flatly. Yo yat shraddha sa ev sa. As a person's conviction is, so they are. You only try what you believe is possible for you. Raise the belief, and the range of your action expands. Every real transformation begins there. The manifesting teachers are right about it. Third, the feeling state matters because you act from it. A person moving from fullness moves differently than a person grasping from lack. They speak differently. They persist differently. Feel it as already yours is. Underneath, act from wholeness rather than desperation. That too is real. So the engine is genuine. Attention, conviction, state. All 3 change what you do, and what you do changes what happens. Nothing mystical is required for any of it to work. And if there is more going on than that, fine. The practice is identical either way. Now the fracture, and it is one precise inversion. The oldest instruction about action and results says this. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachan. The action is yours. The fruit is not. Pour yourself into the doing. Release your claim on the outcome. Because the outcome runs through 1,000 hands that were never yours. Manifestation culture teaches the exact mirror image. It hands you ownership of the fruit, your dream life, guaranteed. Order it correctly, and it must arrive, while quietly demoting the action to an afterthought. Something the universe handles once your frequency is right. Claim the outcome, neglect the doing. It is the old teaching reversed. And the reversal is where every one of your symptoms comes from. If the fruit is yours to command, then every delay is your failure. Every doubt is sabotage. Every misfortune is your vibration showing. You end up gripping the outcome harder than any ordinary striver ever did, while feeling forbidden to admit the grip. Notice the irony, because it is total. The teachers say, release resistance, let go, allow. And the doctrine builds a machine that manufactures resistance. Craving for the result, fear of your own thoughts, a verdict over every setback. It is the ledger with a judge again, except now the judge is you. And the court never adjourns. The thought policing deserves one extra word, because it is the cruelest part. Trying not to think a doubt gives the doubt your full attention, which is the one thing that makes any thought stay. You cannot guard the door of the mind. You were never asked to. Thoughts are weather, and no cloud has ever canceled a harvest. The tradition has its own instrument for intention. And the difference from a wish is the whole teaching. Sankalp, resolve, intention set at the root of action. Every traditional undertaking began with one, spoken once, clearly at the start. In the quietest practices, it is planted in the settled mind. A single short sentence, present tense, simple. Here is the difference that matters. A sankalp is not addressed to the universe. It is addressed to you. It is not an order placed and then anxiously tracked. It is a direction planted and then walked. A wish looks upward and waits. A sankalp looks forward and moves. And once it is planted, you stop renegotiating it. You do not dig up the seed each morning to check for roots. You water and you tend, and you let the field keep its own schedule. That is the release the manifesting teachers were reaching for. Not the release of effort, the release of the timetable. So here is the honest engine, assembled, nothing you have to take on faith. The sankalp orients your attention, and the doors start becoming visible. The conviction licenses your attempts, and you try what you would not have tried. The fullness you cultivate changes how you move through every room. Then action, repeated, meets time and the world, and fruit comes. Some of it the fruit you named, some of it different, and occasionally better. Because the field knows things about the season that the farmer does not. Your part was always the planting and the tending. The harvest date was never in your keeping. And the peace arrives the day you stop pretending it was. So 3 moves, replacing the whole anxious apparatus. First, set a sankalp, 1 line, present tense, about who you are and what you are building. Not what the universe owes you. I am building the practice. I am becoming the person who finishes. Planted at a quiet moment, the tradition favored the settled edges of the day. And let it be simple enough to survive repetition. Second, act from it the same day. 1 step, however small, taken as the person in the sentence. This is the part the vision board never asks of you, and it does all the work. The sankalp is not magic. It is a compass, and a compass only matters to someone walking. Third, retire the thought police. Doubts cancel nothing. They are weather passing through a sky that is doing just fine. When one comes, you do not fight it or fear it. you notice, and you return. To the sentence, to the step, to the day. And when the outcome is slow, go back to the only 2 questions that were ever yours. Did I plant? Did I tend? The rest was always the field. You were never ordering from the universe. You were planting in it, all along. And the planting was the real practice, hiding inside all the rituals. Keep the intention, keep the conviction, keep the feeling of fullness. Those were always real, and they were always yours. Just put the fruit down. It was the one thing you were carrying that was never yours to carry. And it was the weight making the whole practice hurt. A wish waits, a sankalp walks. And the field, which was never once commanded by anyone, has always answered the ones who plant.